All right, man. Torture Talk After Hours. You know what it is. So we gonna get into this. Kendrick Lamar basically was beaten by Eminem at the AMA. So let's get into that. We'll be back. You already know what it is. All right, man. So let's go.
What's up, everybody? I'm Doggy Diamonds. You are now watching The Rundown on Doggy Diamonds TV. So this one is courtesy of Hip Hop DX. And I just want to know, how did Eminem defeat Kendrick Lamar at the AMAs? We're going to read the story and they're going to explain. Kendrick Lamar beaten by Eminem at American Music Awards. Kendrick Lamar's seemingly unbeaten streak has finally come to an end at the American Music Awards. While the Compton superstar did pick up a win for favorite hip-hop song with Not Like Us, he was otherwise shut out at the ceremony. Lamar was nominated across 5 other categories, including Artist of the Year, but was beaten by Billie Eilish. Eilish also triumphed over Lamar in Album of the Year and Song of the Year. I don't really know much about Billie Eilish. I think she's a big artist that had a song out a few years ago.
All right, so given the year that Kendrick Lamar had, I don't understand how any other artist can actually win these awards. Eminem came out with I believe it's Making of a Murder. I believe that's the name of the album. I'm not sure the name of the last Eminem album. Oh, The Death of Slim Shady. That's what it was. Making of a Murder. I don't know where I got that from. I believe that was one of his albums, but that wasn't this one. Murder by Numbers. That's what it was. But this album here, it was cool. I thought it was pretty good, but I don't know if I would say that it was better than G and X. I definitely wouldn't say that. But I mean, some people have their own opinions now as far as Billie Eilish goes. I don't understand how Billie Eilish won Album of the Year. To me, that seems like it's a safe pick because all the stuff that Kendrick Lamar is going through as far as him and Drake. So I think that plays into the factor of why they probably picked Billie Eilish. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I don't know, man. I never really liked Billie Eilish like that. Never really liked her like that. I don't know how that happened. Oops. I never really liked her like that. I just think that, I don't know. I don't even want to speak on Billie Eilish right now. I'm just saying, like, I definitely think that Kendrick Lamar was robbed at the AMAs or whatever. Let's go.
Make songs a lot of people like. The only thing I know about her, it was a post on X where she was sitting down and her jug moved a certain way and everybody realized, hold on, she got some big jugs. That's the only thing I know. I don't listen to her music. The biggest upset came in the hip-hop categories, with Eminem taking home both favorite hip-hop artist and favorite hip-hop album. How?
Yeah. What it probably was is, all right, so let's just speak for real. GNX was more of a cultural album and not a mainstream album. I think that The Death of Slim Shady was a mainstream album more than a cultural album, and I think that's the reason why they said favorite album. Best album is something different. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if they mean, when they say favorite, do they mean the best album? But that could be the reason why. Us as being who we are a part of culture. Some of these people are not a part of the culture, but they like hip hop. And Eminem's last album wasn't culture based; it was basically a hip hop album. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, there is a way you can make a hip hop album and not be culture based. Or a rap album, I should say, because most people are gonna say, well, then it's not hip hop, it's a rap album. It's like, okay, then a rap album, if that makes you feel better. Now, as far as the favorite song, I don't understand how that is the case, because that's different. Because Not Like Us, I would think that was a lot of people's favorite song. Hence that he's doing a stadium tour right now, and everybody is in there, and it's not just only people of the culture in there. So,
What a year that Kendrick had. Anyway, Lamar and SZA were also nominated for Collaboration of the Year, but beaten by Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga with their smash hit Die Unalive with a Smile. Unalive with a Smile also beat Not Like Us, I guess, for a favorite music video.
again, I disagree with that. I don't understand how that song would beat Not Like Us music video. I guess, like, again, we're talking about the American Music Awards, where they try to pick the safe picks. To them, they want to try to stay controversial free. Not Like Us, to me, is a controversial record, but at the same time, is a lot of people's favorite record. And if you look at it from a controversial standpoint, you probably would be, but think it is controversial. But if you look at Not Like Us as just a regular song, then most likely it won't be considered controversial. But it's hard to look at that song like that. Let's keep it going.
Despite failing to come out victorious at the AMAs, Lamar has been breaking records left and right over the past year. So how you break all these records and get all these accolades and then lose awards? This is The Fix is in. Eminem? For what? What Eminem song? Give me the song that Eminem, that he had a great song, favorite album, and well, they always gonna be their favorite because he's the GWH. But other than that, I don't know. A recent performance by Kendrick and SZA on their grand national tour in Seattle grossed $14.8 million, meaning Dot became the first rapper to ever break the 14 million mark for a single concert. Damn! It was.
I don't know about the GWH for people. I don't think that that's the reason why he won, in my opinion. If you think about it, Kendrick Lamar probably has more awards than Eminem when it comes to the American Music Awards. So I don't know. Well, at least according to Eminem, I don't think he really even won these awards like that. And maybe they feel like Eminem is not going to be actually doing too many albums anymore. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe it could be the GWH. Who knows? In their opinion, it could be that, but I don't know. I really don't like to subscribe to stuff like that when it comes to artists like Eminem, because I don't think that Eminem should be separated from the culture, even though some of his albums, I would say, isn't culture based. But I don't think he's really separated from the culture, because every chance he get, he kind of like bigs up the culture. But that's another argument for another day.
The most attended gig on tour so far, with almost 61,000 fans attending in one concert. That's like some wrestling numbers right there. Kendrick broke his own record with the feat after a performance at the AT&T Stadium in Dallas brought in a whopping 11.822 million in a single night. That's like 10 M's in a night in a concert? That concert meant Lamar became the highest grossing black man in history for a single live performance. Not black rapper, black man. That means over MJ, over Prince.
I don't know why people do this. And again, I'm not saying anything's bad about what he's doing, but I don't know why people say over Michael Jackson, over Prince, over certain artists, when venues are much bigger than when they were doing it, and the tickets are much more expensive than when they were doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think going to see Michael Jackson was that expensive back in the day. It's just getting a ticket. It was always sold out so fast. And I think that you had to go to we got online. You could buy tickets online, but now you have to actually go to the Ticketmaster. I mean, before you had to go to the Ticketmaster to get a ticket. There wasn't no online thing. You know what I'm saying? And you could pick your seat. So I think people were standing in line and for hours to get a ticket, and it was sold out. Like you had to be there. Some people were standing there for days. But I think it's a little bit different now. Well, it is big. It's not a little bit. It's a lot different now because people actually go and go online and purchase the tickets. And then you got stuff like SeatGeeks and all these other different websites who purchase multiple tickets, then resell them and stuff like that. But yeah, I understand what he's saying, but I don't think that's actually, even though it sounds kind of a big deal to me, I don't think it's really a big deal anymore.
That means higher than 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z? Whoa. The record was previously held by The Weeknd, who grossed $9.8 million at his 2022 concert at the SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. The opening night of the Grand National Tour also saw Lamar first break the record for the highest grossing rap concert in history. According to touring data, the opening night in Minneapolis grossed over $9.1 million from more than 47,000 fans at an average price of $192.70. Lamar has not just been breaking records on the live performance front. He has been smashing through long existed chart records also. Not Like Us recently became the first ever rap song in history to spend an entire year on the Billboard Hot 100. So hold on, I gotta read that again. That concert meant Lamar became the highest grossing black man in history for a single live performance. So you mean to tell me, whoa, in the United States? Because I remember like seeing performances with Michael Jackson where it was people where all you saw was a sea of people. So them festivals don't be having that many people?
But you gotta understand too that some of these festivals is not a solo festival. Most of it, festivals are usually with 10, it's like 30 people. Like the Coachella and what's the other one? I can't remember the other one, but all of them Jones be like 30 artists each day, like 3 days in a row. Like, so it's different because they have to split that up, I guess. But this guy, Kendrick, is doing it by himself, or him and SZA. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit different.
Even though I know the festivals have different people on stage, but I'm not saying it's far-fetched, but over Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, that's kind of ill. When you really think about it, that's kind of ill. But I just like the way that read. Let me say that again. That concert meant Lamar became the highest grossing black man in history for a single live performance. I just like the way that sounds. That just sounds so empowering. It just sounds powerful. Whether you like Kendrick or not, it's just a win for us. You know what I mean? And you know who us I mean. So, but how did Eminem take the favorite hip-hop album? What album is this they talking about from Eminem? What album? I'm confused. What album did Eminem put out? And you know he gonna be the favorite hip-hop artist. But Kendrick had a phenomenal year going back to last year. Not Like Us is like one of the biggest records of all time. Not whether you like it or not, but I'm just saying as far as charts. I'm confused, but you know, Eminem is the GWH. I don't see how this happened. I don't know nothing about Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga either. I don't listen to Bruno Mars or Lady Gaga.
All right, I'm gonna end it there. But y'all, as y'all can see, Kendrick lost to Eminem when it came to favorite rap album and favorite rap artist. And he lost to Lady Gaga, and Bruno Mars died with a smile. With Eminem, with Not Like Us music video. But I believe he did win one favorite rap song or something like that. So he did win an artist, and then he lost to album of the year, Billie Eilish, I believe. So he did lose a couple of different things. But yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, I don't really. I'm not gonna really say. I think Kendrick Lamar is gonna win all the awards, because obviously there's some people who gonna. You see it right here. They're gonna have something to say about it, and I'm not gonna say put his win streak to an end, but most people already knew or already felt like Kendrick Lamar was supposed to win all the awards, and I don't think that that's a good way to look at things. That he should win all the awards. I believe he should, but even I could call myself out on that and say that that's not a good way to look at it, because you will be disappointed, just like right now. So, but thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Torture Talk After Hours. You know what it is. See y'all. Peace. Bye.